Hey guys, it's Nate with Sauce Ain't the Boss here again, and today is day number 261 of quitting alcohol. Been having a great time here on the island of Kauai. Today we hiked down to what's called the Queen's Bath, which is a kind of a big sink pit in the middle of a bunch of lava rock that the ocean at high tide flows into and fills up, and then when the tide leaves, it just leaves this really beautiful blue pool that you can swim in and stuff. When I was here in Kauai about, must have been 23 years ago, my wife and I hiked down to it and were able to swim in it. Today the tide was so high that if you went in there, you'd have got washed out to sea because the waves were just coming into it and pulling right back out. And actually, when you hike down in there, there's a sign at the beginning of the trail with hatch marks for all the drownings that have actually happened there, because people don't really know that you shouldn't go in there when the tide is high and the waves are crashing and the surf's really tall. But anyway, so we just went down there and checked it out and saw that the surf was too high and just kind of hiked back. That trail, oh man, it is a muddy, nasty, gnarly thing. Roots and just really straight uphill in a lot of places. And then we went to a couple of beaches and just kind of been really trying to make the most out of each day, packing as much stuff as we can in. And just got back from a run with my youngest son, and we went for quite a few miles and trying to push each other to see who would call uncle first and stuff. And so that was a good time. But today I just wanted to give you guys tip number 5 on quitting alcohol. And what that is basically controlling your mind. Now, I know I've talked about this so many times in the past, but it is probably the most important part of the journey, or at least one of the most important parts of this journey. You have to learn to be able to shake those thoughts about wanting to drink again, right? You have to be able to shake those cravings. And a lot of this stuff is all mental. It's like I've said before, stopping the alcohol is easy. You just don't put the fluid into your mouth anymore. You don't drink the alcohol. That's an easy, it's just like saying I'm not going to eat pickled pig's feet or something like that. I'm just not going to do it, right? That's easy. Well, it's the mental addiction that you have. And there's a little bit of a physical one too, I'm sure. But I think for me, it's been 99%, it seems like, of a mental struggle when I've tried quitting alcohol. This time and in the past, more so obviously in the past, because I've learned to control my mind. And it's not something that happens overnight. It's just a focused attention on. One of the things that I've been working on while I've been on this trip is I've always kind of had really bad posture, kind of hunched over. And that's really easy to do in this day and age, have bad posture with the cell phones in the face all the time that we're walking around with. And just, a lot of our jobs, we're on a computer screen looking down or whatever. And, my back hurts. I've just really been trying to kind of focus on my posture, right? Well, it's the same thing with, learning to control your mind. Me working on this posture, it's very uncomfortable. My back starts to ache. I'm not used to it. I have to remind myself constantly, hey, Nate, what are you doing? You're slouched over again. Your head's down into your phone or whatever, right? Well, it's the same with learning to control your mind. Sometimes you'll be thinking about drinking or thinking about whatever, right? And you won't even really be aware of it. Your spiritual self isn't aware of these thoughts. They're just, you're kind of just like going along with them and letting the river flow of thoughts kind of just carry you away. And that's what kind of happens with alcohol. You get this thought to drink, right? Or the craving or want to drink. Now you got two options. You can sit there and dwell on it. And if you do that, it's just going to make it worse and worse and worse. And finally that thought kind of gets out of control. And you may end up go back to the drinking at that point because you've just let it fester and kind of run away with you, The best thing to do is as soon as you see these thoughts pop into your head is to shut them down and think about something else. You can control what you think about. Yes, it requires some focused attention. Yes, it requires some effort. And yes, it actually requires a level of awareness spiritually to be able to catch yourself drifting away in your mind. Bring yourself back to the moment. That's a huge part of being able to control your mind, is living in the moment, not getting lost in what's going to happen in the future, what's gone on in the past. Just enjoy the moment and be fully present. And when you do that, you can catch yourself drifting away in your thought. But if you're just kind of loosey-goosey and not really, living life in the moment, letting your thoughts kind of run away with you, it's easy to fall back into temptation rather than just staying present and focused on being able to control your mind. And the more you do it, the longer you do it, the better you get at it, to where it gets to a place where it's so easy to switch thoughts off now. And another tip would be to get up and do something when you catch yourself thinking, and maybe you're really having a hard time controlling your mind at that moment for whatever reason, and you're having a hard time kicking that thought about going back to drinking alcohol or that craving. And if you can't, switch that thought off, then get up and do something that's going to preoccupy your time. That's maybe a high level of intensity mental thing that makes it so you don't have the choice but to focus in on the task at hand, something that really requires you to think, and that can switch your train of thought off the drinking. So that's it for today, guys. Learn to control your mind. It sounds daunting in the beginning, and that's the biggest part of this journey, I really think, is that your mind tells you, these thoughts pop in there, all this BS about wanting to go back to drink, and why can't I drink, and how come people around me can drink, and I deserve a drink, and drinking would be so nice right now. All this lies, bullshit stuff that just pops into your head. Where those thoughts are coming from, hell, I don't know, probably hell. So don't fall to temptation of those thoughts. Learn to control your mind. It can be done, and it just takes practice. It's just like anything, just like the posture I've been working on. I'm slouching again. I got to remind myself, But the more you do it, one day I'll be walking around with good posture and not even think about it. It'll just be second nature, and that's the exact same thing with training your mind. So that's it for today, guys. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please give them a like, subscribe to the channel if you can, and most importantly, remember, Sauce ain't the boss. You are. You guys have a great day.